darlings. Welcome to Never Mind the Buzzcocks, or as it's affectionately known in the business, the Cocks. Now, normally I don't get out of bed or into bed for anything less than a gin and lift and a Garibaldi. But after Phil, Bill and I played a game of you show me yours, I'll show you mine, here I am, eager of Enfield. Phil's first guest is a rock and roll DJ and a leather-clad high priestess of glam rock. It's Susie Quatro. In 1974, Susie released a cover of All Shook Up, and afterwards Elvis Presley sent a special request for her to be brought to Graceland. Imagine his disappointment when he discovered that Susie Quatro was not, in fact, a pizza. Phil's second guest is my favourite Corrie barmaid, and no stranger to the top of the charts, more of which a bit later. It's Sally Lindsay. It's no wonder when you look at that fine figure of a woman that last year Sally won second best cleavage in a soap, only to be beaten by Pat Butcher's bum cheeks. Sally and Susie, Phil's team, ladies and gentlemen. Now then, Phil's first guest is a well-travelled TV presenter and the finest oarsman ever to appear on Buzzcocks. It's Ben Fogle. She's crazy like a fool. Ben, of course, recently spent 7 weeks naked in a rowing boat under the baking sun. Ben, let me tell you, if you wanted a great colour for the same effect, I know a very nice man who'll come round and spray you. Phil's second guest is a founding member of 60s pop combo Amen Corner, a solo artist and a guitar legend. It's Andy Fairweather-Low. One of Andy's most popular songs was called Wide-Eyed and Legless. In fact, it's so popular that Charlotte Church has adopted it as her new religion. Well, it's got to be more fun than the Kabbalah. Andy and Ben, Bill's team, ladies and gentlemen. OK, well, we start with our band names round now. Phil, Susie and Sally, here are yours. Lederhosen, sequins and sparkly white mittens, bad techno covers and fluffy pink kittens, or as they're more formally known, the Scissor Sisters. That, of course, was the Scissor Sisters with their recent hit Filthy Gorgeous. But how did they come to get their name?
It was all go there, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
Oh, that was the Lib Dem conference. Let's just have a look at this lady here.
She's
who's sitting underneath the biggest old English sheepdog in the world. Seeing a troubled vet. Why is he doing that?
I don't know. Maybe
Why is he feeling his own when there's those opposite the desk?
I need to talk to you about that.
About what?
Why he's not doing what you think he's doing with someone else.
Just stop thinking about me in that way and get on with the quiz.
I can't help it.
You like some funny, Dale?
I do. I like the bigger, fuller figure. I always think there should be a veranda over the toy shop and he fits the bill.
Brilliant. Is it a rude answer?
Oh, I'd say.
I bet you'd say a few things.
Dale can say absolutely anything, and if he says it with the right inflection, it sounds filthy. What did you have for breakfast this morning, and use the voice?
What me for? Cottage cheese.
Yeah. There you go. Just a spoonful, mind.
Oh, dear.
So that's one hideous image, and then there's another image here that's a little troubling.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, dear.
Look at this.
I can't look at that.
Now, why? It should be sort of a supermodel slapping him, like a beautiful, gorgeous supermodel, and it's just a ropey old fat bloke in a suit. I'm so sorry!
It's a gig's a gig. And then I don't know why, but this image here is... Imagine in 30 years' time, Jordan and Peter Andre. Scissor Sisters, Dale.
Yes, darling. How did they get their name?
They get their name from... Imagine two lovely ladies of a lady-loving persuasion out for the evening.
Oh, my God.
When they go back to their special lesbian love nest, Scissor Sisters is a sexual act whereby the lady lesbians do that and then wiggle.
You're absolutely right. The Scissor Sisters took their name from a sexual act performed by lesbians throughout the whole world. And God help me, but they've asked me to demonstrate.
Oh, don't do it.
Here are...
CBeebies uncovered.
What's the story in Balamory? You don't want to know.
So apparently,
Dale!
they get together...
Oh, Dale, for the love of God.
I was...
There you go!
I was... Stop that! I was never going to do that. I was brought up on Barbie dolls. I haven't got a clue. I don't know what it's all about. Bill, Andy and Ben, this one's for you.
Right.
It's the scintillating sound of an Irish genius having a fight with himself in a big vat of Guinness. It's dentally deficient Irish folkies, the Pogues. Well, that was the Pogues with Fiesta, but can you now tell me how they got to have their name?
Can we have a look at this, the gig? See, this is somebody, one of the roadies helping Shane out, telling him where he is. Yeah, well, good evening, Ireland!
Can I just say, I mean, just from my point of view, I keep looking over there and squinting, and it looks like I'm in a quiz with Lenin, Gandalf and Prince William.
What's this? I'm intrigued. Sorry to diversify.
Oh, please.
But I'm intrigued. You actually rode. Let me get this straight. You rode across the Atlantic. Is that right?
Yeah.
So why?
I thought it would be a fun idea. Only more people have climbed Everest than have rowed across the Atlantic.
How come you were naked, though, with James?
It's a good question, actually. It's basically if you imagine your clothes chaff against your body as you row. So
Don't arouse him. Don't waken the sleeping giant.
Thank you for that.
I'll tell you what, though, I actually found it a bit uncomfortable with the kind of jingly-jangly bits because you don't know quite where to put them.
jingly-jangly?
Jingly janglies?
Have you, yeah, you know.
Yes. Most genitals are made of metal. Yeah, they're like those desk toys that go ding, ding. Oh no, wind chimes. What's happened to my genitals? No, I lived on a boat, so I know what you mean about wanting to, you know. It didn't go anywhere. It was just a houseboat. It was, you know, chained from the wall. But
did it ever move?
Well, no, it didn't move at all. No, it went up and down with the tides, but that was about as far as it would go. Occasionally the tide would come in and the boat would tip up like that, and I'd wake up and my legs would be right up like that. All the blood would run to my blood would rush my head. and then I'd have to have it calm down.
What about the boat race?
Or something like that.
What about the boat race, then? Because that must have gone past.
Yeah, the boat race. Every year, the boat race would go past, and a massive tsunami would sweep through the mooring, and all the boats would like that.
Pretty much like crossing the Atlantic, then.
It is exactly what you did, except occasionally I wouldn't see a whale. Occasionally a corpse would float past.
Do you know, we genuinely had a whale that followed us for 6 weeks.
Yeah?
6 weeks.
It wasn't
every morning.
The one that ended up in Battersea, was it?
Well, I think that turned up the day that we arrived in Antigua at the other
very
end.
intelligent animals. It's
Exactly.
Probably, what is that jangling?
So, back to the world of dreams.
We're trying to find
The name.
why
they're called
Pogues.
Pogues.
Is it quite rude?
And something like Kiss My Arse, isn't it? Was it come from?
Might be.
Well, I thought it was I thought it was Poc Mehon.
Hippoc.
Poc Mehon. I don't know if that's what it's from. But actually, when I first went up to Scotland, I'm sure it's one of